Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Tuesday, October 8th, 2019. Before we get into the video, I just want you to listen a second. What do you hear? Nothing. I love that. I absolutely love that. That's what I love about being in the country. Just heard Miss Soxy make her presence known. Alright, so we're gonna, first of all, I'm gonna just show you this real quick. It's absolutely gorgeous today, clear blue skies. Power's cranking today with the solar. It's doing very well. It's a very cool day, but it's very comfortable. Alright, so we're gonna jump into this topic, guys. We're gonna discuss a little bit about solar and why solar's not a bad idea. Alright, especially if you live in California. Alright, so PG&E, which is Pacific Gas and Electric Company, has basically said what they're going to probably do. They're going to be shutting off the power for millions of people in Northern California, in 30 Northern California counties, in response to the dry and strong winds posing a fire threat. Okay, so we're going to talk about why they're doing it, number one, and the ramifications of the fact that they're going to basically put about 2 million people in the dark. Alright, so why are they doing it? Alright, they are basically, it's called CYA, and if anybody doesn't know what that means, it's called cover your, and it's behind but using the other word. Alright, so there's real strong dry winds coming in Northern California right now, and if anybody remembers from last year, we had the Camp Fire and then the other fires in 2017 that just absolutely caused a tremendous amount of destruction through a lot of Northern California. Okay, but when they turn the power off, which they said they will do for up to 7 days, we're just going to kill the power for like 7 days straight. It's going to affect about 2 million people, as well as about 67 schools. Alright, so without the power, these schools, I don't know if they have backup generators or not. Not a lot of places do have backup generators as far as that goes, especially schools. Now hospitals obviously do. So they would definitely have hospitals, and that would be a priority, making sure the hospitals were still functioning. But, so you're talking about 30 Northern California counties, okay? Which is basically central, coastal, and the Bay Area counties that are going to be affected by this. And so, the reason that PG&E is doing it this way now, first of all, let's go into the fact that last month, they shut the power down for 48,000 people in Northern California counties, and it was the second one that week. They had shut 24,000 people off along the Northern California as well, because of the high wind threats and fire threats. So why are they doing this? Okay, so I gotta turn this so you guys can watch these idiots play. Okay, so PG&E just settled a settlement because of the and I love how they said this. PG&E has said that it was probable that its equipment started the 2018 Camp Fire. Probable, right? But when the power lines touched nearby trees. It was the most destructive fire and deadly fire in California. It killed 85 people, and we're not even talking about all the people that are missing. They're just going to talk about the 85 that they confirmed that were killed. And it destroyed thousands of structures, okay? So, let's see. So on September 13th of this year, PG&E reached an $11 billion settlement with insurance companies for claims stemming from the devastating 2017 wildfire across Northern California and the 2018 Camp Fire. Okay, in June of this year, PG&E paid out $1 billion in damages to local governments for blazes linked to its power lines and other equipment. So they're not admitting, I love how they, it's probable that that's how it happened. but you know, they're not going to, you know, come right out and say, yeah, it was our fault. So, but okay, so what we're going to talk about, so I just wanted to give you kind of a background information of why they're doing what they're doing. So they're covering their butts is what they're doing. They're going to make sure that their power equipment isn't going to cause any more fires if fires happen. It's very dry again in Northern California, and it's that season with the Santa Ana winds. They come off the ocean and it's really dry, and they do have fires. Now, obviously the fires last year with the Camp Fire was absolutely linked to PG&E, and so that's why they had that issue and stuff like that happen. So anyway, so you're talking about almost 2 million people that are going to be in the dark for at least a week. Now here's the funny part about that. Not really funny, but funny. How many of those people are actually ready for any kind of a disaster? Now, is that something that they would anticipate happening? PG&E has said that they would do that. So obviously, there's definitely, you know, people need to look at that and go, okay, well, if PG&E is going to probably shut power off because of the threat of, you know, these strong winds and forest fires and stuff like that, what do I need to do as an individual to be ready for that? But do most people do that? Well, of course they don't. So now you're talking about a majority of those 2 million people. Now let's think about that, okay? If 5% of people, and think about this, okay? 5% of people in this country are prepared for a 2-week disaster, all right? So out of 2 million people, do the math. That's not a whole lot of people out of those 2 million people that are ready for this, what's going to happen here this week when PG&E shuts its power down. They're talking anywhere from 5 to 7 days they're going to have this power down. So again, people ask me, well, why do you have a solar system? Why aren't you just hooked up to the grid? There's another great example of why I have my own solar system. Because I don't care if the local gas and electric companies have the grid off, because it does not affect me, other than the fact that I wouldn't be able to get internet. So, but other than that, you know, it really doesn't affect me. I'm going to still have power. I'm going to still be able to do what I need to do on the homestead here. And so that's, you know, that is, you know, why, you know, we do what we do. That's why we have what we have. And, you know, it just makes so much sense to have at least some kind of a backup that you can charge your equipment and stuff like that. Especially, you know, they're going to have, now think about this, guys, too. Let's think about this, okay? So they're going to have the power off for a week. A lot of people have a lot of their food in their freezers and that type of stuff. And if, you know, they have a decent amount of stuff, do they have a way to keep that food frozen? I mean, because think about the loss of money food-wise. If the power's turned off for a week, in a week that food would all go bad. So that's something to think about as well, okay? So those are things that, I mean, a lot of the people don't think about. They don't think about, well, what's going to happen if this happens or that happens. And when you have a planned event and they're telling you that they're going to do it, how ready are you for that? And so, I mean, I'm sure not a lot of, and I know they're really, really restrictive on what they can have. Like, I'm going to show you something. Show you something real quick. This generator right here, this is my backup generator, okay? It's a Champion Global Power, 3650 running watts, 4500 watt starting watts, okay? Now, right on the very top of it, prohibited in California. So not for sale in California. You cannot buy these in California. So California is very, very restrictive of what kind of generators you can have as well. So there's only certain kind of generators that you can actually buy in California, okay? So that's something to think about too. So how many people have generators, and you know, what is their you know, capability? So we're going to go in here real quick. I just wanted to show you guys where we're at already for the day. Alright, so on this side, we've already pulled in 1.7 kilowatt hours. On this side, we're already at 1.8. So you're looking at 3.5 kilowatt hours already today Yesterday we pulled in 1.6 for the entire day. So what a difference a day makes. So today is going to be a good day. I did have to run the generator last night, and that's okay. That's part of the deal. Like I said, I just batteries are going to be my next thing. Definitely going to be my next thing. So anyway, so that's what's going on. I did want to mention really quickly, today is the last day for the sale for Legacy. The 183 mega bucket meal. It's a sample pack, okay, but it's 183 meals in there. Normally $360. It is on sale for $228 right now, which is a 40% savings. That's something I can never offer on my own. That's absolutely just comes from Legacy. When they reduce it like that, then I can obviously offer it on my website at preppernursone.com. So if you are interested and you are looking to add to your freeze-dried food storage, that's a great way to do it. It's a good savings, and you know, if you are interested, please take advantage of that. Go on over to my website, click on my Legacy sales or food on there, and you know, make that purchase. So it's definitely a good thing to have, to be diversified in your food storage, is having a lot of different things. So anyway, so that is that, and if you are interested, like I said, today is the last day of the sale. That will end at midnight West Coast time, okay? So that is going to be the end of the sale then, which is 3 a.m. tomorrow East Coast time. So anyway, so that's what's going on with that. Anyway, so right now, I got some things I want to get this video up for you, but I just want to show you the sky again, and just listen. I'm gonna stop talking for a minute again, and I want you guys to just listen. It is so peaceful here, guys. It is unbelievable. There's no wind today to speak of. I mean, a little bit on the trees you can see up there, but anything major at all. All right, so anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here from now so I can get some other stuff done. I'm going to get this video up for you now. I will get another video up for you later today. I hope everybody is doing well. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That's important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you. Nobody else can stop you, okay? Stay positive, stay away from that negativity, and you guys will be fine. I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.